You need a microphone, I think.
Thank you.
You bet.
Once again, everyone, my name is Ashlesha. I'm joined by Nikhil. And I'm founder and president of Plano Intelligence, Inc. We are a startup that has created an artificial intelligence platform called iNotify to recognize wielded guns in prohibited areas and reduce gun violence. So as smart cities, you are at the forefront of crisis mitigation and emergency response. When there is an active shooting, no matter where it may be, whether it be in public places, workplaces, inner cities, you are ready to respond. Your infrastructure, your law enforcement, and your administration all are ready to respond. And your response times are at their historical best. But that's only after the incidents are reported to you. The problem is that suspicious activities don't always get reported quickly enough, and sometimes not at all. So iNotify solves this problem. iNotify is able to send real-time alerts to its users whenever a wielded weapon shows up in live video stream. In other words, it gives you real-time intelligence, enabling first responders to prevent fatalities, decrease emergency response times, and quickly identify victims and their needs. Imagine this. Imagine a would-be shooter accidentally displays his gun too early in a public place. Now, let's say he hasn't fired it yet, it was only visible for a few seconds. So aside from, say, CCTV, only 2 other people noticed. More likely than not, one of those 2 people will not report it, and one person may report it to 911 as a possible sighting. And at that point, the police have one option: send someone to investigate. So they dispatch a nearby police officer as a precautionary measure. Now, though that report was valid, our police officer's options are limited in this case because she does not have the hard evidence that she needs to act decisively. Now, imagine this. The moment that that gun became visible, iNotify recognized it automatically from the CCTV footage and is able to send that police officer a notification in real time. Now, our police officer has all the information she needs to act decisively. And that's because within a second of the gun becoming visible, she receives a photograph of the gun and the perpetrator. Now, she's on to him before the shooter even has a chance to fire his gun. iNotify makes that possible. So let's look at an example of how this would work in a normal situation. Let's see a video of iNotify here in an area where there are no guns. So this is the iNotify app installed on an iPhone. And there's no guns here, so our phone doesn't receive any notifications. And when we open up the app, we will see a green light that tells us that everything's okay, no guns have been detected. Now let's look at the other case. Let's look at a video where guns are detected. And in this case, we have guns detected. Our AI automatically recognizes that, and the light in our app turns red. You can see it in the upper right-hand corner. And our app gets consistent updates in real time about what's going on in the video. So just to be really clear about this, iNotify works whether or not anyone is watching the video. So this is here to give you an intuition of what's going on behind the scenes. And really, it means that you can go about your regular day, and your phone or device chimes with an alert only when you need to be alerted. So let's go back to the slides here. And this is the central aspect of iNotify. iNotify gives you the what, when, where, and how that you need to know in emergency situations. So the what in this case is that a gun has been wielded, and iNotify detects that automatically and creates that red circle telling us where that gun is. The when is coming from the timestamp on that photograph, which tells us when it was taken. And the where is given to us from this map that shows the user's location relative to the location of the shooting. Finally, the how is given to us through the photograph sent to us from the app that you see there. That tells us how the situation is unfolding and gets updated in real time. So through iNotify, users such as police officers and authorities can aggregate all this information, and it gives them an unprecedented advantage in making those split-second decisions without hesitation. Now, in the case of an active shooter or another emergency, your need does not stop at simply reporting the incident. Real-time information means that it has to keep up with events in progress. So this is what you're seeing here. It's the command and control dashboard, and it allows you to do just that. Now, the command and control dashboard is not for the average user. It's for leadership, for police officers, and people in command and control. So that aggregates all the information in real time, and all the information generated is coming before you in one place. And it also allows you to communicate with team members in real time and receive responses back. This photograph that you're seeing right here is not facial recognition. Actually, iNotify is able to summarize the appearance of the suspect holding the gun. So, for example, similar to a real live witness who's on the ground telling authorities what the shooter may look like, iNotify is able to, instead of giving you the name of the person, it can give you an estimate of their age, their gender, and other things about their appearance. So the really cool thing is iNotify, the command and control console, that was not possible 5 years ago. Today, high bandwidth and low latency makes it possible. And it gets even better with the upcoming 5G rollouts. Now, iNotify is ready for production pilots. Our objective is to work with you to reuse your existing processes, to integrate with your existing infrastructure. And if you don't have that infrastructure in place already, we're able to provision that hardware. So we're looking for partners in pilot implementation. And we provide the iNotify app on just about any device you can think of. And the command and control module gives you situational, informational control of the situation. Now, before I wrap up here, in order to get to this point, we had help from US Ignite, the City of Richardson, and the University of Texas at Dallas, and especially the Smart Cities Gigabit Reverse Pitch. That was the inflection point that started this relationship. So I cannot thank you enough for that. Thank you all for being here, and I look forward to seeing you at our booth on the EXPO floor.
Thank you very much, Ashlesha. Thank you. Great demo. Appreciate that. Thanks for the demo help over there.